Tracy Wimmer from Consumers Energy is here again this morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Okay, the temperatures it's cold.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's really cold out.
Yes.
And I want to know how consumers can keep themselves warm, but at the same time keep their energy low and their bills low.
And not have mutiny in the house because you put it at 60 degrees.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
That does happen every
It
house.
does. Oh, yeah. Yep. So one of the best ways that customers can keep their costs low is actually getting a smart thermostat installed. And we have done programs in the past where we've helped low-income customers reduce the cost to do that. But having a smart thermostat can reduce your cost by as much as 20%, because you can program it for things like turning the heat down when you leave the house or at night when you're sleeping because you're under the blankets, right? And so it doesn't need to be that hot.
Does it automatically do that anyways, or do you have to set it?
It depends on the settings you have, right?
Okay.
And so you can program it to, for example, if it senses that it's a little bit colder, it automatically will change things, or you can program it to stay at a certain temperature.
Okay.
And so that's the smart component of it, right? Is that it's all about whatever makes sense for you and your family.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of other things people can do. Water heaters account for a huge amount of the bill when we're talking about energy costs. And so making sure that you set your water heater at a certain temperature so it's not as hot as normal and it's not heating up. Getting your things like furnaces, getting it regular maintenance. Yeah, that's
Somebody
definitely
told me that.
that's definitely going to jack up that cost. So maybe don't have a hot tub, or maybe don't use it as much.
Tracy.
I know. But we also do want to make sure this time of year that if customers are struggling to pay their bills, they know that they can call us at 800-477-5050. We can talk about payment plans and other options to make sure that they don't lose that heat. And there are also resources if they call 211 that can be connected with organizations that can help them pay those bills.
Don't just pretend the bill's not there and go, I can't pay it, and let it get huge call. And
Yeah.
there are so
Yep.
many organizations that can help, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Other ways that you guys can help reduce costs?
Yeah, there's really simple things you can, like keeping the curtains closed.
Yeah.
Having even 1/8 of an inch gap around your windows or doors is basically the equivalent of having a softball-sized hole in them. So doing things like putting the stripping around the windows. If you're able to, checking to make sure that you've got proper insulation in things like attics or basements where the heat can be escaping. So
Won't consumers come out and evaluate your home?
yes, and so we do free energy assessments so we can show you where you're leaking energy essentially, and we can help you implement the tools that are needed to save those costs.
Consumersenergy.com for more info. Thanks.
Thank you.